and I'm here with my lovely family, my wife and my kid. At home we are 5. It's me, my wife, my kid, my dog, and my PlayStation. In no particular order.
I'm also the son of a mixed racial couple. My mom is from Argentina and my dad is a lying cheater. The cheater gets the love, that's okay. I've also become one, not a cheater, a dad. That's an important distinction. So, what does a German tourist say when he lands in the Austrian capital on the 31st of October? Halloween! There you go. As you can imagine, I immigrated from another country. I'm German. My mom is called Patricia, for short, Pat. So technically I'm more like an expat.
Since I'm doing comedy, I have my own WhatsApp group, just me, myself. I have to say it's the most productive and also most supportive group I've ever been part of. Only twice I've been called unfunny. And last week I even got a thumbs up, so things turning really out for me, so that's good.
Whenever someone tells me a story, I cannot really concentrate. Like, I really don't care. So at some point I started to, like, when you tell me a story, halfway there, I stop listening and just anticipate the rest of the story. I told my wife about this new listening technique, and she was furious. And then she told me I'm the best thing that ever happened to her.
I used to date a Greek girl in Erasmus in Barcelona. Okay. I thought it would be something more happening, but anyway. I learned a couple of Greek sentences that I want to try out with you. So one of them was Echeis omorpha matia, which should mean something like you have beautiful eyes. Okay, cool. Second one was Mu arezei na pernao chronomatsisu. Should mean something like enjoy spending time with you. And the third one is Ti enoisis tensu irte periodos. What do you mean you missed your period?
I had an uncle, and he was really great at telling jokes. He was this kind of guy that just goes to a table, starts to fill the room, everybody's listening. He was great at telling jokes. And I think everybody has this kind of uncle that does that, right? He's either super at telling jokes or a racist. Or both. Mine was luckily the first. So when I'm not performing stand-up, I work as a corporate sales in an American IT company. No booze, okay? All my Catalan friends, since they know where I work, they stopped referring to me as Marcel. They only call me reason for high rent. I think it's a bit rude, but it's on them. I was on site with my boss in the office, and he taught me something. He was explaining something of the business, and at some point I stopped looking at him and just did like this. I swayed from left to right. He looked at me like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, nothing, and just continued the conversation. That is not socially acceptable, right? I think it's so nice that in our generation, I think therapy is very well known and established. I think 3 people talked about it today already in the other show, and I think it's a common thread, so I think it's great. It was not the same for my parents, like boomer. Back then, people just told them, like, look, you just go back to work, and just deal with it. They didn't have the chance to actually, deal with their emotions. So most of them didn't, they just, stayed the same. Nobody really acted. Well, some of them did, but all they really did is like just mess up their train schedule. Thank you. Only one guy who got the joke. I never thought I would cheer someone up and I tried to do shit. But now every morning at 3 a.m., I'm cheering up my son like he's my gym buddy. Come on, man, do it, just one more push. Don't hang up on me. Nothing. I'm trying everything. Pulling his legs up and down, like I'm riding a bicycle. Nothing. And just before I'm kind of getting to the edge and being impatient, he delivers. Mataro, we have liftoff. But not only that, he smiles at me and he says, well, he doesn't say it, but his eye says it. Good job. Thank you, Daddy. And I'm fine, I'm happy with that. But then what happens is, I'll think about what else can I do for him in that specific moment. And then I think about it. That's it. I take off his clothes, obviously I change his diapers. And then at one point I think, what do you need after a good session in the gym? A protein shake. Correct. So what do? I turn around, I go to my wife and I shake up. And then I turn back to him and say, Daddy made breakfast. Thank you.